Austin police are still searching for a hit-and-run driver who ran down 4 people before hitting a food truck. Last night, that food truck caught on fire, destroying a family's livelihood in just minutes. Fox 7 Austin's John Krinjak joins us live from Southeast Austin with tonight's update. John.
Yeah, Rebecca, for nearly 20 years, this Honduran food truck has been a staple at this corner here on Elmont and Pleasant Valley. Now the inside of the truck is a charred mess, and the person responsible is still on the run. A heart-wrenching cleanup Wednesday for the Lopez Hernandez family, one day after a hit-and-run driver plowed into the Sabor a Honduras food truck, starting a fire.
That's terrible because this lost everything.
The bizarre chain of events began around 4:30 Tuesday afternoon when police were called to this parking lot at Elmont and Pleasant Valley for a reported theft.
The lady was telling police that someone has stolen her phone.
Unable to track down the phone, police left the scene, but about 10 minutes later, they say the woman got in her vehicle and hit the alleged thief with it, along with 3 other people. The driver kept going right into the trailer.
That's when we felt the hit. It was the lady that went in with her truck and struck the food truck.
The impact knocking the truck off its blocks and toppling a refrigerator, which hit Leticia Lopez in the arm. Her sister Jenny walked out to see what had happened, only to be confronted by the driver.
When I went outside, that's when I noticed the woman with a knife, and that's when she started chasing me. So I went back inside. We locked the door and the window.
That's when the sisters noticed the fryer was on fire. They ran back outside only to find the suspect had fled the scene. They called 911 as the flames spread.
The burners were actively on at the time the food truck was in service, but we don't have a cause. We're still working to determine that.
While the impact from the crash to the outside of the trailer was minor, inside it's another story. Fire blackening pretty much every surface in here. They're just trying to salvage what they can. The stove, the grill, the refrigerator, all charred by flames and soot, but those are all replaceable.
God bless you to my family because she is alive. I'm sad because she be a lot of years working and cooking for everybody.
After 17 years in this location, the challenge will be finding a new trailer in order to open up shop again.
We have kids that we have to take care of, and the situation is very hard. There's not a lot of work out there, and any help we'll receive with open arms so we can pick ourselves up again.
Now, late this afternoon, Austin police releasing a description of the suspect. They say she is Hispanic, around 5 foot 5 inches tall, and about 180 pounds. She was driving a Toyota SUV that is gray or tan in color. If you have any information, you're urged to call APD. Now, after initially saying that one of the crash victims may have been the father of the suspect's child, Austin police are now saying this afternoon that their investigation shows, in fact, there was no relationship between the suspect or any of the victims. Meanwhile, of the 4 people who were hit, 2 of them were taken to the hospital, 1 with serious injuries, but they are all expected to survive. We're live in Southeast Austin tonight. I'm John Krinjak, Fox 7 Austin News.